we are here. We are at Craig's bar on our tour, getting stories from parents. And here we have, do you want to give us your name?
Kim.
This is Kim. And Kim, do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2, 3 and 5.
That's great. So do you want to explain to us what it was like for you in your parenting community early on?
I joined mom groups. I made a mom group.
Yeah, so do you want to explain to me what the environment of the group that you made was?
It was natural parenting, and it was pretty anti-vax actually.
Oh, well that's really interesting. So do you think that your group had influence?
Yeah, because they influenced me.
All right. Now, did you have a moment where you started to think maybe things needed to change?
Yeah.
All right. Now, do you know Craig Egan?
I do.
You want to explain to me how you met him?
Oh man. Well, he commented on a post in my group. He had been there for about 8 months, and it was the first time he had ever commented, to my knowledge. And somebody messaged me, and he was like, "Oh my God, you need to delete Craig Egan. He's an anti-vax troll, or pro vax troll. Sorry, pro vax troll, and anti-vaxxers hate him." And I'm like, "Oh," and he told me all these horrible stories about Craig, which I believed. I was actually really scared. And Craig was like, "Listen, dude, like, I didn't do anything wrong. I made one comment in your group, and I don't even think it was about vaccines."
No, I don't think it was either.
I don't think it was. And he was like, I guess I didn't realize that your group was, anti-vax. I never commented on anything. And he's like, "It's not fair to kick me out for no reason." So I don't really super remember. Did I kick you out?
Yeah, I think you kicked me out, and I think I joined your group again with a half a dozen fake accounts.
Yeah, yes. So we made a new group to get rid of Craig, and he got in that one too.
Yeah.
And so after some time, I wasn't really anti-vax. I just didn't vaccinate because I was really scared. So I just started talking to Craig and having some conversations with him about vaccines and why he was so pro, and what he knew that I didn't know. And he changed my mind. My kids are fully vaccinated.
Good.
All right. So if you were to just give a brief explanation of why you were anti-vaccine, what would that be?
Well, I had a lot of friends. I was in a lot of groups, and a lot of people online were anti-vax, and there's a lot of horror stories out there. Your kids will die was my biggest fear. There's lots of, I never really bought into the autism thing, but I was really scared that my kids would die or have some serious crazy effect. And I wasn't really scared of the diseases because they all told us the diseases are fine, you don't have to worry about them. There's no need to worry. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to follow these people instead of doctors. I don't know.
Yeah, and I just want to let the peeps know that I don't have shaky hands, I'm just on a shaky table. So do you remember a moment where you realized you were maybe missing some sort of information about vaccines that had influenced your choice?
When I met Craig and I saw how into it he was, I thought, there's got to be something here. Why is this guy? I never bought into the whole he works for Big Pharma or anything like that. So I thought, why is this guy? What's in it for him? I need to listen to his side and see what he has to say. And then I joined Sanctum Mommy Said What. Some of you might know that group. And I saw what those people said about people who didn't vaccinate. And I thought, well, they were saying, I don't let my kids play with kids who don't vaccinate. And I'm like, there's got to be something here if this many people are so pro-vax. So that's when I really started to realize okay, I'm just being crazy. And then I just started vaccinating again. And we never had a problem.
No. Do you have any blowback from friends?
No. I was worried because I have a couple of friends who are, they're more like you do you and I do me. I don't have any, or no, I do have a couple online, I guess, that are really anti-vax. And most people were really supportive. I had somebody in my Sarah box say, I think it's really weird that you wouldn't change your stance on vaccinating. But they didn't say anything to me, so.
Yeah, just an anonymous jab. Jab.
And I'm like, I would like to talk to you. Like, I would love to explain my side, but I figure if they put it in my box, they obviously are really anti-vax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm cold. That's why I'm shaking. I wasn't cold, but now I am.
Yeah, we're sitting around.
Yeah. So, now let's see. Trying to think of more pertinent information that I can use to manipulate this story a little more.
Right, volume.
I can't think of any more leading questions. So do you want to maybe add anything else for your own story?
I'm just glad I met Craig.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like he saved my kids.
And yeah, so when I joined Kim's group at first, like I said, I was just very silent. I was quiet. I commented on a few things, and all of a sudden the anti-vaxxers came out in swarms and were like, "Get rid of this fucking guy."
Yeah, they were scared of him.
Yeah, and I took a hard stand. I said, "Nope, I'm not going to get kicked out of this group like that. I'm not going to have a bunch of people, spreading lies and to the admin of this group and have her buy into it and kick me out without a fair shot." So yeah, I came back kind of hard with some accounts.
And how about this? He changed the whole group. The whole stance of the group became most people, the anti-vaxxers, like kind of like scared away. Now everybody in the group, well, the group is not active anymore, but everybody was pro-vax. After that, people came out and were like, I feel more comfortable saying I'm pro-vax now. Thank you, Craig. And he became like famous in the group, and everyone loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, it was a long struggle, but yeah, I think I came into a very anti-vax group that was trying to kick me out, and by the time the group was kind of winding down, it was very pro-vaccine, and I was an admin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Forgot about that. See, it worked out.
Yeah. And specifically, I was an admin not to kick anti-vaxxers out. I was an admin so they couldn't block me.
Yeah.
And I could see what they said, even if they had me blocked.
Yep.
And so.
Which some people left over. They said that's not fair. We're protected over what is safety or whatever.
Oh yeah, they were afraid I was going to stalk them at their homes or vandalize their cars or.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, or just vaccinate their kids behind their back. Or something like that. But it was a happy story. It ended well.
Yeah. I feel like that was like perfect. Nothing could have changed that. Made it better.
Yeah.
And that's how I met Craig.
Yes,
and that's how I met my girlfriend
Thank you,
Sharon.
Kim.
You're welcome.
Mommy groups battling.
It worked out
I would
perfectly.
definitely say Kim is one of the biggest factors in us meeting.
Like a fairy tale, our own fairy tale.
I know, you can be the godmother.
I love it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that was Kim and Craig, and I think we have more peeps to talk to later.